This will be the first episode of my new masterclass, and in this video I will be explaining how to create a lead sound for high-tech music with Operator. This is gonna be very simple, it's gonna be easy to follow, so you can do it just at home and then afterwards change things and make it your own. So let's get started. So I prepared something for you guys to show you how I imagine it to sound in the end. We're gonna use Operator. I'm using this in the collab that I'm having with Strange Doctor, 195 BPM Hitech project, and I'm now adding this lead sound to it, and I'm gonna show you how it sounds, and then we're gonna recreate it. Create a new MIDI clip. Alright, let's solo it. Over here is the MIDI clip that I created in the last, in the preparation. Just gonna copy it. MIDI clips here are containing the notes that will trigger the sound. So I chose these. They will trigger the sound. Now let's create the instrument. We go to Instrument, Operator. You have a lot of categories in here. In your category synth leads, you can actually pick sounds and go through it. Just whatever you like. But we're gonna create our own one, see how it works. Okay, so basically Operator is made out of 4 oscillators. So we have one oscillator 1 or oscillator A, turned on right now. You see the volume here is at -12 dB. Just turn them off too. So now we have 2 knobs here. First we have the coarse and we have the fine. I'm gonna set it active so I can actually play it with my keyboard. So if I'm at 0, I'm gonna go 2 octaves down. As you see, the 1 is the first, the lowest notes you can get. If you go to 0, that would be nothing. You can't go to 0 because that would be nothing. So you have 0.5, but it's way too deep. So we're just gonna go with 1. We're gonna stick with it, and just have it there to fill the body. Later on it would probably not even be necessary to keep it because we're gonna cut out the lows, but let's have it in for the beginning. Then we pick the mid, a different area. So you can also use this instrument a lot for crazy modular sounds. Oh, ghost movies. Okay, now let's go to oscillator 3. like, you have like what sounds nice is like this one, but I like it better with this. Has more energy, I think. So what we did is we basically created 4 different oscillators. What we actually need to do is, for this one here, for the first oscillator, I want to change the wave curve, like how it's I want to change it to a saw. Now it's a little bit more in your face kind of sound. Let's add some effects to it. We're again gonna use Ableton stock sounds. Just use like before we do add effects, I'm gonna use EQ8. Any other equalizer will do just fine. I recommend using the graphic equalizer so you can actually see what you're doing, but you can also do it with analog like equalizers if that's what you like. So let's just select cut out the lows. I'm gonna drag it up to around 300 to 400 hertz to get rid of the sub body and the low and mid sub. I don't want any bass to be in this, like there's not supposed to be any bass. Just the lead region, just highs, so it's not going to interfere with the bass line later on. To shape the body of the sound a little bit, we can use a saturator. Ableton has its stock saturator, call it saturator, with some presets coming with it. There's also the very common one, which I mostly use, coming with the FabFilter 2 and 3 bundle, which is pretty much one Saturn in the stereo version and one in the mono version. For this setup here, we can use the stereo one. In here you can just shape your body, like the way the sound is gonna be very precisely. It's very nice. You can actually do something really crazy, which we're gonna do right now. But I'm also gonna use this one here for the ones who don't have Saturn. So now we're gonna shape the sound a little bit. Alright, now I like the sound. It's all in the high region. It's not gonna interfere with any sub in any part of the track. I just say let's pick the warm up the highs, drag it into it, and see how similar it sounds. Check. Let's compare them. So that's why I like the FabFilter Saturn a little bit better, because I know how to use it. Once I know how to use the warm-up, I mean the Ableton stock plugin for Saturn saturator, it will be like you can use it just like the FabFilter version of it. Let's add some compression to it to make the sound more compact. For this, I just recommend to use the precise, or actually always kind of nice. It's not too intensive. I'm gonna turn down the volume of it to only have the compression, no volume change. So now we compare it, like we bypass it and compare it, listen, like how does it sound bypassed, then we turn it back on. What sounds better? This has more energy to it, it's more in one place, and I like it. Basically the standard setup for this lead now. It's very easy, it's very simple, and later on you can actually like make it more complicated, add more elements to it, but no effects yet. Lead MIDI, add an audio track, and this audio track here will record what we play here. So for input we will choose the lead MIDI. Now the sound from here is gonna be routed over to here. Now we select this to record. Okay, prepare as well. It's a little bit too high. Oh. Record this into here. Alright, so what we basically do is we're gonna record this now from the MIDI audio channel that is routed to the MIDI instrument. So we record activate the audio channel. Now we can mute the MIDI, the audio channel. Selecting a clip, like putting this white line on it at a certain point that you wish, and I'm pressing STRG and E, we'll cut it into two parts, slice it basically. And if you select the clip, press STRG and then D, you will actually duplicate it, which is also very useful for a fast workflow. Okay, let's see what we can do with that. I'd say we just select this here. Try things out. The volume should be a little bit adjusted. The volume, I forgot this part. It's important that it has the right volume balance to the track. I'm just chopping it into little pieces and try to play with them to see what kind of sounds I can make with it. So in this part you just get creative, think of something and try it out. Okay, so now we have this part. What we do now is we duplicate it. Most of the work is done. Now we got this one channel. For lead MIDI, I'm going to just call it LM rec, and the other one LM and FX, just effects. Now I'm gonna select all three in one group and press STRG or right click group tracks. There we go. This one rec channel is pretty much done now. Now what we can do is adjust the effects channel now. Let's add some free plugins to it. I have the tile reverb for circuit in. Okay, now we got the reverb. Let's add some. Okay, now we have the sound, but it still sounds very boring. Like, you know, like two monitors. Effects. Add an audio filter into the group channel. Put it to 12. Go to the bandpass. Press the resolution, and then you can just slide it over here. Now you can adjust the resolution the way you want to have it. Okay, so now to make it sound a little bit better, like I personally don't like to draw the notes for this into here. Like for some instruments I do use draw the filter, the frequency cutoff filter, but for this particular lead I like to automate it. So I just right click it, press MIDI map, then I go to the controller that I'm using, just select the knob that I want to map, move it, and it's being added up here to the list. And then you can select the minimum and the maximum frequency you want to have. I just keep it the way it is, and then press MIDI, and it's gonna be added. Now I can move it with this, and it's gonna sound a lot more organic. Let's play. You can figure out how you want to have it. Just play it a few times. Now we want to record it. We want to trigger both them using the group channel. What we will do is just select the right frequency we want to have, how it sounds best, we want to start. Then we just select a point out of the loop, basically just record and it's important to make sure that this is not selected, because if we have it selected, it's just gonna run over this part here and override the MIDI note, or like the everything we have here. So just select the group, and also make sure to have this up here turned on, like this is illuminated, and the other one's not. This will record MIDI notes during a record. So let's record this. Let's give it another try. This was not the way I wanted it. Hey, there we have it. That's the lead together with the track. Lagging a little bit. Yeah. So that's basically it. Now what you can do is you can add more effects to the effects channel. You can create different presets for operator. You can just do whatever you like. You can chop it in a different way. You can reverse things, make them sound funny, whatever. You can use different MIDI notes, length. You can do whatever you want. Be creative. Make something that at least fits to the beat. So it's important that when you play this, matching the beat. That's basically it. I hope this helped you. There will be more detailed synth lead sound explained for Serum soon. Stay tuned, and good luck.